Hey guys, hope you're having a beautiful day. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about one of the posts I shared on my Instagram page a couple of days ago, and it's all about when I have students that come to my class and they feel quite sort of shy about being in the class, and they say things like, I've done a bit of yoga before but I'm not very flexible, or I'm not good at it, or and I have actually a lot of friends, a lot of people who they haven't tried a yoga class because they just say, I'm not going to be good at it, I'm not good at it, I'm not flexible, I can't touch my toes, etc, etc. And I've said this so many times, maybe not on Instagram or on my channel. I've said it to a lot of people, and I will continue to say it. There is no such thing as being good or bad at yoga, right? The physical part of yoga is just one tiny, tiny little part of the magic that you can experience. I won't go through all of the 8 limbs, I'll leave that for another day, but really the philosophy that we live by, or the philosophy that we practice yoga by, is that the asana, the physical practice, is just one tiny, tiny part. There's meditation, is one of them. Pratyahara, which is sense withdrawal. Dharana, concentration. These are all other elements of the 8 limbs of yoga. And all of these elements are just as important as the physical practice. Instagram and social media, they make us think that we have to look a certain way to join a yoga class. We have to be flexible. We have to be able to do X, Y, and Z for us to participate in the class. And that's just not true. Yoga it's just about how it makes you feel. It's about expanding. It's about connecting with yourself. It's about learning about yourself. Every single time that we step onto our mat, we get the opportunity to be reborn. We have the opportunity to shift into a higher consciousness, the opportunity to expand, to grow, to learn, to explore, to experience time with ourselves. It's not about what the shape looks like, it's about how the shape makes you feel. So many accounts on Instagram, I know I mentioned this in my post, a lot of them pose pictures. For example, the one that I mentioned, deep back bends. A lot of people still post pictures of very, very deep back bends in their yoga practice. And yeah, even myself, I look at it and I think, I can't do that, and I wish my back bends looked a little bit more pretty in a picture. I guess we all feel that way sometimes. That's our ego that gets in the way. But actually, a lot of the time, a lot of the accounts that I've come across, a lot of the intense back bend pictures that are posted, it's hypermobility. Hypermobility, hyperextension, and it's just that it's not an achievable goal for people. And it's completely fine for people to to have pictures like that, to share what their body can do. Embrace your body in all sides, embrace your personality in all sides, just embrace all of you, flaunt it, share it. I completely get that, but I think that as yoga teachers, we have a responsibility really to explain to people that actually this isn't how a posture, this isn't the right activation for this posture, or something. This is hypermobility. It's not accessible for all. And I think it's really important for people who are new to practice to understand that it's not about the physical shape. I always offer students in my class to take the practice at their own pace. Absolutely nothing in a yoga class should be compulsory, right? Absolutely nothing needs to be done if it doesn't feel good for your body. So if you're new to yoga or you're considering starting out, I just want to let you know that you are perfect exactly as you are. You don't need anyone to tell you that. You don't need any justification for wanting to join a yoga class. You just being you and showing up for yourself is enough. That is enough to enjoy the magic that you can experience on your mat in a yoga practice. It's all about expansion. It's all about connection. That is what it is at the root of it. And if you have any more questions, if you're new to yoga and you just want to learn a little bit more information, please just let me know. If you have anything to share on this topic, also please let me know. Oh, and there's one more thing I wanted to add to this, is that I'm not saying that we shouldn't strive for more flexibility. I'm not saying that we shouldn't try to deepen our practice physically, that we shouldn't strive to achieve particular postures, because that makes us feel good. It makes us feel alive. It makes us feel like we've achieved something, and that is wonderful. But it's so important that we don't have attachment to that desired outcome. Your spine might not bend the same way as someone else's spine does. Your hips may not open the same way that someone else's hips do. Your hamstrings may not be as flexible as someone else's, and that is okay, because you're beautiful as you are. So it's just kind of letting go of that attachment that we should look a certain way throughout our yoga practice, and just enjoying it, enjoying the journey, enjoying the process. Okay, so this is a pretty long video. Thank you for listening, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Mwah.